information and the communication technology, especially information communication technology. When we say information communication technology, and what's the difference between information technology and information communication? IT is simply a technology which uses computer to gather, process, store, protect, and transfer information. Or IT is in general is all about hardware and the software. Whereas ICT is unimaginable to work on a computer which is not connected to the network. So ICT is more vast because information and communication technology, or information communication technology. Information is simply processed data organized in a meaningful manner that help and decision making. Communication is an exchange of information between two agents. So this is more broader than the others, because ICT is information processing as well as communication using communication technology. Technology is all means people use to do something which is new. The technique or the methods are all about technologies. So what's computer? Computer is an electronic machine that manipulates information, or a computer is an electronic machine which accepts data as input, store and just process, retrieve that information. Or it's a universal computation device given enough time and the memory. All computers are capable of computing exactly the same thing, irrespective of speed, size, cost. So computer is simply problem transformation, or the ultimate objective is to transfer a problem expressed in a natural language into electronics running around a circuit. So whereas computer science is basically is a study of theoretical foundation of information and computational and of practical technique for their implementations and applications in computer system. Or computer science is simply the study of algorithms, including their formal mathematical properties, whether correct and efficient hardware realizations to carry out in terms of digital, which can understandable by machines, or using the machine language, linguistic realizations that can be used for translation applications, software that end user can use it. Certainly, computer science represents a rigorous approach to understanding complex phenomena and problem solving. So what's algorithm? Algorithm is a formal definition. Algorithm is a well-ordered collection and unambiguous, which must be clear, has the same meaning, the same time, effectively computable operations that produces a result and halt in a finite amount of time. Go through each phrase is looking at their algorithm, talking about how it fits or falls short of time. This formal definition of an algorithm, well-ordered collections steps must be done in a certain order. Unambiguous can be understood and carried out without further explanation. Not too good on this must teach child the primitives, or effective computable can be done by the computing agent. In this case, the preschool, yes, it is possible, since many preschoolers do it or produce a result is something gets done, even if not correct, and finally halt amount of time with our algorithm ended with step 11, which said pull balls end of things. So when we design algorithm for the computer, how it is like teaching preschool to show you how it's different, and also what is a computing agent. The other is what's the difference between natural science and artificial science. Science is understanding nature through observations. The distinction between computer science and the natural science. Natural science is a study of natural occurrence, phenomena, attempt to extract underlying laws of nature, whereas computer science is a study of human-made paradigms, programs, computers, and computational modes. Herbert Simon calls that phrase artificial science to distinguish computer science from the natural science. Historical overview of computer system development. The history of computers starts before Christ, around 3000 Babylonians. The abacus was especially aid for mathematical computationals. A skilled abacus operator can work on addition and subtraction problems at the speed of personnel equipped with hand calculators, and also the abacus still in use today, principally in the Far East. The other is Pascaline. Pascaline is especially 1942. Blaise Pascal at age 19 invented the Pascaline as an aid for his father who was a tax collector. Up until the present age, when car dashboard went digital, the odometer portion of cars, the speedometer used the very same mechanism as the Pascaline to increment the next wheel after each full revolution of the prior wheel. Pascal went on to invent probability theory, the hydraulic press, and the syringe. The other is Babbage difference engine, especially is a well-known mathematician, Charles Babbage, and he also called as a father of computer. He proposing a steam-driven calculating machine size from which the called as a difference engine. This machine would be able to compute computables of numbers such as logarithm tables. Idea for general purpose steam-driven computers program stored in a punched card. So during this time, Babbage is not finished this difference engine. He also designed or proposed analytic engine, which is specially known as a logic circuit. The birth of computer Markai's computer was made in 1944. This is a special step in computer's history because Markay is the first automatic digital computers in the world. And the other is ENIAC was built at the University of Pennsylvania, and John Prosper-Rickert and John Marchley. It is technology vacuum tube was the first general purpose computers to complete in 1946. Funded by Defense Department of the US, using the World War II, ENIAC developed at the end of World War II. ENIAC computer was very large in size, contained 8,000 vacuum tubes and weighed 30 tons. The other is UNIVAC. This is the first commercial computer in US made in 1951. It was fast and smaller than ENIAC and the Mark I computer started by Rickert and Marchley, sold to Remington Rand, made famous by predicting elsewhere landslide. Generation of computers. Generally, the computer built during the World War II era are known as the first generation of computer. These are considered the first computers and were extremely different from the computers we see today. They were designed for specific tasks. This primitive computer laid on vacuum tube and magnetic drum. The first generation computers were also extremely slow. Second generation of computer. These computers make use of transistors invented by Bell Telephone Laboratories. They had many of the same components as modern day computers. Typically had printer, some sort of tape or disk storage, operating system, store programs, as well as some sort of memory. These computers were also generally more reliable and were solved in design difficulties of programming computers overcome by high level programming language. The third generation of computers is much smaller in size than second and first generation of computer. This is because these newer computers made of integrated circuit and the semiconductors also contain operating system which acts as oversees to the performance of computers and which allowed computers to run different programs at once. Another function of operating system is to make sure everything is flowing smoothly inside the computer. Fourth generation of computer is generation computer are marked by the usage of integrated circuits and the microprocessor also achieve nowadays what we call it CPU. The computers become smaller and smaller and their price become lower and lower. Millions of components could be placed onto single silicon chips because of the microprocessor. Network become commonplace and the whole world was connected by the internet and the World Wide Web. Fifth generation is presented and beyond. This is especially computers running in the mind of advanced research. Scientists being tested out of the laboratories, mostly known as artificial intelligence and quantum machine. Many of the operators which require slow human intelligence performed by these computers. Parallel processing is coming and showing the possibility that computers will be more powerful than the under control of procedurals advance in superconductor technology which greatly improve the speed of information traffic. So when we summarize the generation of computer, from first generation is especially vacuum tube, second generation the vacuum tube replaced by transistors, third generation IC integrated circuit replaced the transistor or the moisturized of transistor, fourth generation microprocessor, fifth generation artificial intelligence. Characteristics of computer characteristics. One of the most characteristics of computer is speed. As you know, computer can work very fast. Take only few seconds for calculation that we take hours to complete. You will be surprised to know that computer can perform millions of instructions and even more per second. Accuracy is also the degree of accuracy. Computer is very high and every calculation is performed with the same accuracy because a computer is free from bias and errors determined on the bias of design of computer. The error in computer are due to especially human and inaccurate data that is wrong data input maybe generates the wrong information. The other is diligence. Computer is free from tiredness, lack of concentration, fatigue. It can work for hours without creating any errors. If millions of calculation are to be performed, the computer will perform every calculation with the same accuracy. Due to this capability to overpower human being in routine type of work. Versatility. It means the capacity to perform completely different type of work. You may use your computers to prepare payroll slip. Next moment you may use it for inventory management or to prepare electric bills. So computer is a versatile machines or programmable machines. Each task that is going to be done using the computer has its own set of instructions. So this versatile machine computer also power of remembering, has a power of storing any amount of information, and the data any information can be stored and recorded as long as you require it for any number of years, depend on entirely upon you how much data you want to store in a computers and when to lose or retrieve this